Okay, up here in the top right of Daybreak for Game 3, we've got SlayerS Mia playing as Mavita Loca as the red Zerg up in the top right, and down in the bottom left, we have the winner of that last game. It is MVP Finale as the blue Protoss.
That's right. Everyone's switching colors on us, so make sure to get everything right. But the map is Daybreak, and a pretty logical pick from Mia. It's a very well-balanced, pretty tried-and-true tournament map, but this does usually favor Zerg a little bit as you move along because of how much space there is to attack the third. More so than I should say the Protoss favored PvZ maps like Metropolis or Ohana, like we just saw in Tomb Valley to a degree. So pretty logical pick out of Mia. Just to let you guys know as well, we're giving away 3 copies of Heart of the Swarm. You can head over to tinyurl.com/IPTLHOTS. Again, tinyurl.com/IPTLHOTS.
A Piddlehots.
A Piddlehots.
That's so easy to remember.
Yep.
Like, it's just like the popular breakfast food.
That's right, a Piddlehots.
A Piddlehots.
Yeah.
So just go to tinyurl.com/apiddlehots and you can enter to win one of those Heart of the Swarm betas, not betas, excuse me, the retail copies is what we're giving away. Once the game does actually come out eventually, we'll have all of your, you know, address and stuff, and we'll mail it to you.
Yeah.
Or maybe we even do the online purchase. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. But we do have a spawning pool already coming up for Mia. Not going to risk losing to any cannons right away, and it doesn't look like Finale wants to. Well, Finale might actually block the hatch rate this time around. Last time he gave Coca a lot of room at the beginning of the game, but this time he's already over there. Might as well drop a pylon, be annoying, do something to stall out Mia.
Once again, going for a hatch first strategy, or not a hatch first, I apologize, a next first strategy is Finale. Mia doing the thing we've seen Hyun do quite a bit over the past couple of weeks in Fight Club. Love sending out a third drone as well, just to make sure that if this hatchery doesn't go down, which it does, nice job by Mia to sneak that in there, then he still has a backup hatchery started at basically normal time.
That's true. Just a Forge Fast expand from Finale on the other side, so nothing crazy going on. It looks like the first Overlord has arrived. He's going to get a good look at everything going on in Finale's natural. Finale may choose to build a cannon immediately, but I'm not sure exactly what he'll be doing. Gateway, perhaps? Nope, it is just going to be that one cannon to get things started, and of course he's just going to keep chrono boosting out probes for the time being, try and get ahead on economy. And then his gas timings will be able to tell us a little bit. His gateway timing should be just as soon as he can afford it, actually, after this.
All right, so Finale showed us a very strong 2-base attack last go-around. I wonder if he's going to opt for the same thing or if he's going to try a little bit longer strategy. So 2-base strategies are really, really powerful here. And okay, he is actually going to go for double gas, but on that little bit different timing that we've been seeing out of Protoss players quite a bit, actually, lately.
Okay, so Mia actually just going to continue macroing up, just making those mineral requirement units. Obviously, drones, overlords, and queens all help with macro quite a bit. He's going to be able to connect his bases with creep soon. He's already got that third base obviously started, so that he will be able to get them all attached and easy to run around with those lings and queens if something does need defending. Finale, on the other hand, now that his gateway's done, he's going to start his cybernetics core, and after that, we'll see he'll basically unlock all these tech trees, and we can see exactly what he's got planned.
Okay, well, double gas and starting to save that up for a bit. Has not decided to opt for +1 weapons, but certainly could allocate the resources if he wanted to. Rather just a pylon going down inside of the main. So back on Mia's side of things, things aren't really all that weird. I mean, he could certainly go. This is a map where you actually still can pull off the very quick Roach Max because of the accessibility of the natural and the even ground path off of these 2 ramps. So he could decide to play very aggressively. Drops are another consideration here, as well as they have been in pretty much every PvZ matchup lately.
That's right. I'm just fine with big Roach busts, and I feel like that actually might be utilized a little bit less now because just the amazingness of infestors, but they basically don't have to use Roach all-ins anymore because they do have such a strong mid and late game Zerg. So robotics facility coming up for Finale now. Obviously, he could go for the same sort of play that we just saw on the second game if he's confident enough in his control. Warp Prisms do actually have a lot better chance at sneaking in on Daybreak than they do on Ohana, just because there's a lot more area at the side of the main to be able to drop in and warp things in secretly.
Gas is up now for Mia, so could start moving into layer tech pretty soon. There's the third gas on the way, and he is continuing to buffer his drone count. It'll be up to 50 here momentarily, so quite good. And back on Finale side of things, it's Twilight Council coming down. Whether we're going to see some sort of big 6-gate blink with Robo, maybe an Immortal push as well, or just observers to help facilitate blinkage around high ground.
That's probably what it is, just nice big group of Blink Stalkers. Obviously, Mutas can be annoying on this map just as any air from Protoss could be annoying, so having Blink Stalkers against Mutas is very nice to do as well. And that layer is coming up now, no Baneling Nest, and I don't think I've seen a Roach Warren yet either. So
it has actually. The Roach Warren came out.
Oh, Roach Warren did come up, he just didn't build any.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's fine. At least he has the Warren. But yeah, with the lair coming up, he could still go for Mutalisks. I guess Finale is going to scout out everything here with his Observer. And I don't know what Mia has actually seen out of Finale yet, except that third Nexus is actually coming up in range of the Overlord. Finale actually never got up to a third base last time, so we'll see how that's going to change up his gameplay from last time.
There's a huge amount of Zerglings coming out right now. And you know, obviously, Zerglings occupy the same amount of eggs, but they're one less supply than roaches. So if he had put the equivalent amount of Zerglings out there, or eggs into roaches as he did into Zerglings, his supply would actually be even that much higher right now. But he is going to try and swing in and do damage right now while his opponent's going up to a third base. And honestly, there's not a lot back here to defend this.
He's going for the third, actually, because the wall off is actually pretty massive. But the fact that he can just run right through this ramp,
cool.
That's a good pin of all the lings in the center there, but some of them do get through. They do unpower that wall, and more lings coming in now. I'm surprised they didn't actually go for the super juicy sentry targets there. All these are still warping in despite having no pylon to power them. That's kind of interesting.
All right, well, looks like Mia's just kind of waiting for these to, or he's waiting for his opponent to commit to one of these sets of links so we can swing at him from around the other side as well. But Finale's been doing a pretty good job so far of sitting back and making sure that he doesn't overtake that much damage, as all of his gateways are still up. He'll need to repower those momentarily, as he has a lot of resources banking and needs to get some sentries out there.
I'm quite surprised he didn't finish off that gateway, and I'm also surprised that Finale sent in those probes with like utmost confidence that they would all just start mining happily. Of course, with that many links still standing there, it's kind of a risky maneuver. And Mia is still just trying to stay on top of everything, or at least distract long enough for this big train of units that's coming through the middle of the map to actually get over there. It looks like probably a ton of roaches and lings all forming up now for Mia, and they're probably not even going to attack the third. They're going to know that Finale's units are already positioned between the main and the natural and the third. He's going to try and attack from the side here.
Okay, so Blink is finished up, so we'll have a little bit of additional micro here, but this is a ton of roaches that are actually just kind of bearing down on his opponent at the moment. They haven't been able to go through that many key structures yet, but the photon cannon was taken out along with the sentry behind.
I'm surprised he's not gunning it for the forge, seeing that it's currently upgrading something. We do see a big blink backwards, but these sentries are actually getting taken down. These units are actually falling quite rapidly. There are a ton of blink stalkers here that he could try and keep alive through the use of blink, but this is still a lot of roaches. He's going to be able to kill some of these stalkers for sure, as well as this cannon, and continue reinforcing with lings. You can look on the minimap now. There's just a sea of red units coming across. If all these stalkers are pinned back here fighting roaches, that leaves it pretty wide open front for more roaches to try to attack down that forge, gateway, etc. At the natural, there's only a sentry there from earlier, and you can see the red bleeding into blue now. There's very, very few units here, except for that Immortal, which can be quite helpful, but being focused down by the lings, even that's not going to last very long.
Nope, bye-bye Immortal, and he finally does restabilize over at the third, but he lost a lot of workers to do that. He's already lost 35 workers and falling down to 60 supply. There's GG, and SlayerS Mia is coming and retaking the advantage for SlayerS.
That was crazy. Mia went from having basically no units to just saying, okay, time to go.